Hi, today we're going to learn how to play Pig. Now Pig is a game that's been around for a really long time, so if you're wanting a game board, all you have to do is Google Pig and you'll find all different kinds of game boards. Today, the ones that I'm showing you, the instructions and the game board are both from Xeno, and it's just a little website that you can download one, or you can just use paper to record your points. So the way to get started with Pig is you can do 1 or 2 dice. Here I just have regular 6-sided dice, or you can also go for a little more advanced versions and do 10-sided dice, 9-sided dice, or up to 20-sided dice. So it just depends on how difficult you want to make it. Today, for this example, I'm going to do it with 2 dice. So with Pig, I have a turn, I roll my dice, and I'm going to add my points together. But if I roll a 1 at any point, my turn is over and I've lost the points for that turn only. And the goal is to be the first person to get to 100. Now, if you choose to use different dice, maybe the 9-sided or the 20-sided dice, you can adjust that. Or if you have less time, you can make that a smaller amount. So let's give it a try. So I roll, and on my very first try, I got a 1. So my turn is over. So if I was player number 1, I would put 0 right here because I don't have any points. So then it would be my partner's turn. I'm going to pretend that I have a partner and I'm going to roll. Oh, and they also got a 1. So they have 0 as well. So now the play returns back to me. Oh, and I still have a 1. So I still have 0 points. Back to my partner. And they have a 2 and a 3. So I could add those together and get 5. Or I could decide to practice multiplication instead and make it 6. So today I'm going to practice multiplication. So 2 times 3 equals 6. So for player 2, I could make it a really small 6. And let's pretend that that player wants to keep going. They want to bank those points. But sometimes it's helpful to write so you don't forget. So we're going to pretend that player 2 wants to keep going. They want to risk those 6 points and see if they can add more to it. Ooh, they can. So 6 times 4 is 24. And then I would add to that these points right here. So 24 plus 6, does anybody know what that is? That's 30. And we're going to pretend that they want to stay for now. So they're going to stay at 30 points and then play returns back to me. So now I pick up my dice and I roll, and I have a 5 and a 2. So 5 times 2 is 10. I want to bank those and I want to keep going. Now, if my next roll, let's pretend that I roll and I get a 1. That means I get no points for that round, but I would lose this 10 right here. So we're going to pretend that I lost those points when I tried to bank those. But because I got a 1 in that turn, that means I've got nothing now. So it returns back to my partner. They have 5 times 3. 5 times 3 is 15. I do get to add that 15 to this 30 up here that I already have for player 2. Then they want to bank those. I have 5 times 2, which is 10. So 15 plus 10 is 25. Player 2 already has 55 points if I add those two together right now. So I'm going to let them stop at 55, but they could keep rolling. Play would return to me and we would just keep going the same way until the first person wins at 100 points. Bye!